reality, it's one of the most powerful skills you can master. The way you speak reveals how you think, how confident you are, and how other people perceive you. Once you understand how to train it, you can strengthen your presence, express yourself clearly, and connect with anyone. Ready to become unrecognizable? Take the quick test now and get a personalized communication mastery plan. Just tap the screen and get started.
She starts begging on her hands and knees and asking for donations, however small they may be. Once the replay is over and the reality sinks in, she spirals into a full meltdown. In a final act of desperation, she takes her remaining $177, enters another long trade hoping for a miracle, and proceeds to lose that as well, bringing her trading session to a definitive end. Ross Cameron is known for his incredible discipline and consistency, but this video is a brutal reminder that the market does not care who you are.
Well, let's begin with the live trading market. So I sat down this morning. I had noticed GLTO was the leading gapper, and that was when it was under 14. It was right here, and I thought, okay, looks interesting. It is a biotech stock, and yesterday we had a biotech stock that made a phenomenal move. It was SPRB. This stock went from about $16 a share to $360. Holy moly, this is crazy.
He starts the day with a massive psychological disadvantage, recency bias. Just the day before, he witnessed a different biotech stock absolutely explode in price. So when he sits down this morning, he's chasing the ghost of yesterday's runner.
This was the first stock that I traded, and the morning started poorly from the very beginning. So as you can see, GLTO has just squeezed. I would say that I have a little bit of FOMO on it, fear of missing out, a little bit of frustration.
This is the critical moment where the disaster actually begins. The first loss from a string of bad trades. Ross tries to catch a move to the upside on GLTO, and it immediately rejects it.
As it comes up to this level, I end up adding right there at 29.27. And you can see right here, it dips back down. Within an instant, I'm down $2 a share. Look at this rejection. And so I end up taking the loss, and I'm red $20,000 on my first trade.
He loses $20,000 in a second. For some people, that's a year's salary. For Ross, it's only a setback, but it triggers something dangerous, emotional tilt.
My feeling at that moment is like anger, frustration. This is triggering.
He is now desperate to get back to green.
And then I have a trade on CISS right here. Although it pops up a little bit higher, it doesn't end up holding up very well. It rejects fairly violently. And I only made $2,000. Now the problem with this is I would say this is another bad trade. But in this moment, I've become already emotionally compromised. Then next thing you know, we've got ZNB, which pops up, and I end up losing $13,000 in my main account. I try to trade it on this squeeze, and that's up rejecting, and now I'm down $31,000 on the day.
He forces two more bad trades, pushing him down over $30,000 on the day.
So at this point here, it would probably have been a good idea for me to put this account on shut and just say, nope, I'm not going to trade it. I'm leaving it alone. Why didn't I do that? Well, this is the reality with being in a state of emotional hijack.
Get naked in seconds with comprehensive car insurance made easy. Get a quote now and see how much you can save when you get naked.
got so much emotion that you almost get tunnel vision. In fact, it's embarrassing to even show it.
Instead of walking away, he loads up for one massive make-it-back trade on the same stock he had his first loss on.
So here, GLTO curls back up. If it starts to pull away, I punch it right about here for the break through 32. I'm thinking about SPRB from yesterday and the way that squeezed for about $35 a share and $50 a share. And I jumped in it at $32.35, and I bought about 15,000 shares. That's a pretty big position.
At first, Ross is right, and within moments, he is up $35,000.
And right here, it's at $34.75. I'm up about $35,000.
He has erased his earlier losses and is now green on the day. Maybe he should have taken the profit and ran. But Ross is blinded by the expectation of a massive squeeze like he saw yesterday. He doesn't want $35,000. He wants a home run. So instead of selling, he adds to the position.
And I don't sell it. Why not? I thought it was going higher. And so what I did instead is I added up here for the break of 35. And so my cost basis goes up to 34 right there. It's a big position.
He is now holding 40,000 shares, but in the blink of an eye, the trade turns around.
So I've got a 40,000 share position. Just like that. Look at how fast this happens. Right here, I'm up $35,000. And I don't think this is going to break 35 and go straight to 38 and 40, just like SPRB did yesterday. And then all of a sudden right there, I'm down $1 a share. I'm down $2.50 a share. I'm down 80 grand.
In less than 15 seconds, his P&L swings from a $35,000 profit to an $80,000 loss. The shock is so severe that he freezes, watching the number tick down.
So my P&L, I'm looking at it, and I'm down. Now I'm down $3 a share. I'm down $3.50, and then it breaks 30, and I'm starting to sell. Look at that number getting bigger and bigger. Wow. I don't like watching that. $195,000 in red.
He finally capitulates and hits the sell button, realizing a total loss of nearly $200,000.
It feels unforgivable to lose that much money in one morning. Boy, that was a tough trade. So, I kind of had it coming. I had already lost $1 on this thing one time because it knifed on me and dropped $3 a share. Right here, right back here at 30. And it did it. And I should have done it. And to add insult to injury, it does end up rallying all the way back up to $35 a share. Should I have held? And the answer is if I had held. This candle where we dropped from 34 down to about $25 a share. We lost almost 10 points in one candle. That would have been a $400,000 loss. Here's the candle that I lost. You don't know. All you know is that you're in at 34, you're down $5 a share. You don't cut it. I mean, what are you going to do?
It's a painful lesson in risk management. Even the best traders in the world are only one bad decision away from disaster when emotions take the wheel. This next trader finds himself on the wrong side of a brutal move in the crypto market.
$40,000? What?
He's in a long position on Solana, but the price is in an absolute free fall. When he returns to his computer, he is already down a life-altering $14,000.
That's $40,000?
The chart had dipped well below the blue support line he drew. Staring at the screen, his